Hey, what's up, everyone? Before we start this review, I want to ask, which is worse to you? My Hatebreed riff I have right here of my brand Diazable, or Jamey Jasta's new album and Justice for All with their Metallica and Justice for All riff? Which is worse? You tell me. Comments down below. Yeah. Hey, I'm your boy Matt Diazable. I do album reviews, and today I will be checking out the new Jamey Jasta album called Injustice for All. If you don't know, Jamey Jasta is the singer of a band called Hatebreed. They're a big hardcore metalcore band that's been around for 30 years. He's done some side projects here and there, and this is my first time ever listening to one of his side projects, like full on, since doing reviews and everything. Hopefully I'll go back and check out his other stuff, but I think this one is more of an I would say an homage to the thrash metal scene back from the 80s, because he's got a lot of features from prominent thrash metal guitarists, vocalists, and big key players from that scene doing the art cover and everything and paying homage. And he wanted to make like a thrash slash somewhat of a metalcore album, but mostly a thrash album with this album. And from what I know about him and his style from Hatebreed and everything, and then this, I would say it's a little bit of a mixed bag here and there. But I'll get into more details with my breakdown of each track and my overall thoughts at the end. So let's get into this review. The guitar work at the beginning of the song is very slow and eerie, and it kind of reminds me of Metallica and that thrash style that they're known for. Then you get some snappy drums here that help build up the intro. And then as the song kicks in, he brings in his vocals and everything that are what I'm used to being more harsh and like unclean, but he's doing more singing here. But I guess that makes sense because he's going for that thrash style. The riffs as the song progresses are very fast and very shreddy, like thrash metal. They sound pretty good. They kind of remind me of Slayer in terms of the chorus and how his vocals sound. And I want to say overall, it's a good song, but it feels like it's lacking some power to it. Like, and the chorus has some great lyrics and everything, but it just feels a little bit flat. The bass is very low in the mix and everything, and it's hard to hear. So I don't know if it's a production issue or if it's just like they were kind of phoning it in on this one. It feels more like an opener here because the riffs have more of like a bite to it. His vocals are more aggressive and have a fuller sound to it. There's some good backing gain vocals to help balance out his vocals. The drums are very tight, and overall the guitar playing is more dynamic and more interesting. And the mixing sounds really good on the guitars and everything. And the bass is really strong too. So I want to play a clip of Armor Your Mind. Starting to spread another illness or condition, forcing acceptance, impeding free thought, and letting go all the weak of it's got that like bite to it. There's like an energy to it. You get some really standard thrashy riffing and drumming here at the start. The bass is adding a lot of grit to the song, I feel like. And Chuck's vocals on this feature sound really, really good over the slow part of the song. I feel like it's a standard hardcore song with some thrashiness thrown into it, and it's overall, it's a good sounding song. The chorus has a really good catchy part to it and everything, and it just has a nice slow and tough breakdown at the end. I want to say his vocals sound a little funny here, like he's trying to sound like extra tough. I can't call what it is, but it sounds a little funny. The guitars very groovy, got a nice bounce to it and everything. The bass is really strong on this song, and the gang vocals again coming in nice and strong. A really fast and energetic open here with some good drum fills. And as the song progresses, the drumming is just on point here. The riffs are simple and not too flashy, but they sound really good matching with the drums and everything. There's some good like two-stepping in here, good chorus and everything. And at the very end, like the guitar, the vocals, the drums, they all come together very nicely, and it just sounds very good. So I want to play a clip of I think it's Suicidality. A little bit of a hard word to say. Ugh. Hard, baby. I would say this is an interesting vocal pairing here with Jasta and the guest vocalist here. And I don't think particularly they're that good. Like, I think it's cool that they experimented with it, but he doesn't seem to fit this style of music that well. Maybe because it's too thrashy and he sounds more like a death metal vocalist. I don't know, it just sounds off to me. But I will say the guitar, the bass, they sound good here. The gang vocals are really good. And the kick drum sounds really, really dope and everything. But the vocals really take away from the song for me and everything. But let me know what you think, because I think some people do like this song, but I don't think it was that great. But I want to play a clip of A Simulation Agenda for you so you can hear.
Destabilization, take my place, the ones who exist. Normalization, you're silencing those who resist. We want, all for they claim to be. We want.
I don't know how to feel about these. At the beginning of the song, there's some nice little hi-hat playing here that sounds really good, and the drumming at the start sounds nice. There's some really good bass playing here. It sounds really thick and just overall solid. And as the song progresses, the drumming just feels really good. And like the guitar playing solid, the vocals are just kind of there. They're doing a good job. It's a just solid track, I think. The guitar tuning here is really good. The bass is coming in nice and thick. The breakdown at the end of the song sounds really good with how the drums are trying to spice things up a little bit. But I want to say by now the album is feeling a little bit repetitive. But I will say the production value makes the songs more enjoyable to listen because they do sound really good, but structurally and sonically they feel a little bit repetitive. Again, a familiar song with a familiar structure in terms of like fast and intense drumming and hard riffing, but it just doesn't really like do too much. But because the production is so good, it helps raise the bar for this song and everything. And you know, they're the masters of their craft, so they're doing it really well, but it's nothing too innovating, too amazing, I think. I like that this song was a little bit different at the intro because it went a little bit slower, and I thought it was going to be a kind of a change of pace for the song and everything. I thought the song was going to be a bit of a change of pace and everything with how slow the intro is and everything, and I thought it was going to go more of a slower track style, but they go into their typical fast playing, fast ripping, hardcore style. And the speed is a little bit different in terms of the other songs, but it's still a fast song. Has an overall different feel to it, so I feel like it stands out a little bit more. The clean vocals on the chorus, so it's not too bad. But then again, slightly somewhat repetitive, but it's still solid because of the production and how good they are. So with this album, it begs the question, is being too good at what you do a bad thing? Because most people would say, no, it's not. But because I think Jasta, Jamey Jasta, the people who are helping this album are so good at their craft that it's hard for them to grow at times or like really switch things up, because this album sonically, like engineering wise, production wise, sounds really good. They know how to mix and layer everything for the most part. For 9 out of the 10 tracks sounded really amazing, but it's just a bit on the repetitive side in terms of like each song was just fast, intense, verse, chorus, verse, fast and intense, rinse and repeat a lot. Now, is there a formula here? Yeah, there's a formula here. They're not breaking it. They're doing like a thrashy kind of template thing here. So like they're playing homage to an older style, but not trying to make anything new here. So that's why I would say the repetitiveness is kind of bad, but at the same time, good because they're doing it so well, because their guitar riffs are really tight. The drumming at times is a little muffled, but it is pretty solid. The bass has got a lot of razzle dazzle. Jamey's vocals, he's doing some different vocal styles here and there that sound pretty good. The guest vocalists, for the most part, are doing really good, except for one song where I wasn't too keen on and everything. But it's just very familiar here, it feels like. So if you like a familiar style from Hatebreed, from thrashy metal, you're going to enjoy this, but it's not doing anything new and special or wowing, I think, but it's not horribly made and everything. So if you want something familiar, you want to eat the same thing over and over, listen to the same thing over and over, this will be a good record for you. So I would say this album from Jamey Jasta and Jasta For All is a solid into okay 7.5 out of 10. Let me know what you think. Comments down below. Like, subscribe. I'm Matt Diazable. Thanks for taking the time to watch this and check me out. I appreciate every one of you. And I got other videos here. And if you're interested in this Hatebreed rip, check it out at my merch store and everything. Until next time, guys, I will see you in the pit. Yeah.